Chapter 47, least common denominator of rational expressions, means factoring. Make sure you know factoring. We saw that adding and subtracting fractions required the same denominator. We use a least common denominator, LCM of all the denominators. Then we work with the smallest possible numbers. Now, how can I find the least common denominator of, let's say, 120, 504, and 432? Well, first I do a prime factorization. Can I divide by 2? Yes, the last digit is even, 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. Can I divide by 2 again, by 2 again, by 3? The sum of the digits, 5 plus 1 is 6. I can divide 6 by 3, and then 5, last digit is 5 or 0. Or you can do a tree. And similarly, for 120, it is 2 cubed times 3 times 5. 504, 2 cubed times 3 squared times 7. Next, the prime factors are put in columns, as many factors in the same column as possible, but do not mix unlike factors in the same column. And, okay, we need to remember, we don't have to remember whether we take the exponent to the smallest power or the largest power, because I don't use exponents, I use columns. Only 2's in these 4 columns, only 3's in these 3 columns, only 5's in this column, only 7's in that column. So as many 3's in the same column as possible. Do not mix different numbers, different factors in the same column. Then the product becomes 432 times 35, namely 432, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 7. All that is missing is a 3, this 3, and that 7, which is 35. So the least common multiple is 15,120. Advantages of the scheme. Suppose that this number, that 120, 504, and 432 were common denominators. We see immediately that we have to multiply 120 by what is missing. The 2 is missing, the 3 is missing, the 3 is missing, and the 7 is missing. So 2 times 3 times 3 times 7. What is missing in the 504? The 2, the 3, the 5. And what is missing in 120? The 2, the 3, the 3, the 7. Okay. And, okay. And then we go into examples. Find the least common multiple of 20x squared plus 40x minus 60 and 10x cubed minus 25x squared and 10x. These are 2 polynomials, and the third one, 16x to the 4th minus 56x cubed plus 24. So we do a prime factorization, like a prime factorization, so we just factor as far as possible. Always factor out the greatest common factor. You've heard that many times before, but are you doing it? And then the magic numbers are -1 and 3. The magic numbers are -2, -3, so 5x times x minus 1 to x minus 3. And the last one, greatest common factor, 8x squared. Product sum, which leads you to 8x squared times 2x minus 3 times x plus 3. Now, putting all this together in nice columns, we get 2, 2, 2, 5x, x minus 1, x plus 3, 2x minus 3. This is the least common multiple. In other words, what did you multiply? For instance, if you want to know what did you multiply this by to get the least common multiple, 2x squared and times 2x minus 3. So what did you multiply, let's say, this one by to get all of that? You have the 2, you have the 2, you're missing this 2, you have the 5, you're missing this x and that x, you have the x minus 1, you're missing the x plus 3. No, you have the x plus 3, you're missing the 2x minus 2. Okay? Same scheme as we had before.